Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas! Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All these beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing. Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling up. Chicago, we in here.
Bang, bang.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another second episode. It is your 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time episode of TBV, and we're back to talk about the negotiation power of Terence Bud Crawford, as he just did an interview with Errol Hawani, the MMA Hour, which obviously Danny might know a little bit more about, but he's been doing a lot of boxing. And he had Terence Bud Crawford on his show, where Terence let us know that after this 2-fight deal with PBC, he's once again a free agent. So, I don't know how good that news is, because I was really interested in that Charlo fight. So it's like, that means that there may not be a Charlo fight.
Well, it seems like the intent is there. I think that, quite frankly, it was just simply doing business and getting the big fight done, right? Overcoming the barrier that's in front of us, not looking too far ahead, and it's guaranteeing us, or almost guaranteeing us, 2 amazing fights with these guys. So, both of which are set to take place this year, right? So I think it's good things. I don't think it's necessarily a negative, or necessarily meaning that they won't work together after the 2-fight deal is up.
For sure, but it does leave him to be a free agent again. And imagine if Bud Crawford wins 2 fights back-to-back, or loses the first and wins the second. Now he's undisputed free agent. It's just tougher to deal with, you know what I mean? Like, the truth is, Al still has what he wants. So yes, even if Bud beats Earl and becomes an undisputed welterweight champion, the next option is Jermell, unless you're thinking outside the box. Unless you're Eddie and DAZN and you offer him Gennady Golovkin at 160. But then there's no belt. Gennady gave up all his belts, so there's really no legacy. There's just a money fight there. I don't know, man. I thought Al would have put him on the contract. Do you think it's only a 2-fight because they don't believe he'll win? Which, again, doesn't really mean that, because he could lose the first and win the second.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, right now NBA finals are about to start. the Miami Heat were up 3-0, best of 7 series on Boston. That series went 7 games, bro. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just find it hard to believe that we stop at 2. I think that if they fight twice, there's gonna be an imperfect in there somewhere, whether it be by the way of a draw or by way of a split. Bud wins one, Earl wins the other one. We see the third one. You know, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's 2 great guys. So obviously, we got to see the first one play out, but that's the way I'm seeing it. Like, it's hard for me to see 2 and not see a third one. I think that between the guys, there's gonna be great action in those 24 rounds that warrants that third fight.
Yeah. I mean, look.
And maybe that's just me being a bit greedy, right?
No, because look how many people wanted the third Wilder fight with Fury, and you still got some that even want a fourth one. So these things, they sell, I guess. There's oh wow, Clarissa got on the MMA Hour. See, you can't knock Errol Hawani when he's doing his job like that. You gotta big him up when he's trying to promote everybody in our sport. And by everybody, obviously the big names that have been able to make it. But if you want to call in and voice your opinion, go ahead and do so. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. You could also use Discord and Twitter Spaces to jump on the line. Real quick, I just want to screen share and give you the audio of Bud and Errol Hawani.
And is it accurate that you have now signed with Al Haymon?
So it's always gonna do that on a little Chrome, huh? I mean, on the fucking
Yo.
Obviously,
there's a lot of ball jokes today, but the funniest one is, who's the new co-host? Shout out, champ.
Why you're a new co-host? Because you got a no hat on?
Yeah, I guess some people ain't used to seeing Ball Danny for real.
Well, here we are on YouTube once again.
And is it accurate that you have now signed with Al Haymon and PBC?
Signed with them far as what?
I guess to be your promoter. Like, in other words, some people credited that as one of the reasons why this was able to get done. Is that accurate or inaccurate?
That's inaccurate.
Okay, so are you affiliated with them at all?
I just want to stop it right there. How is it inaccurate that he is promoted by PBC? He literally signed a 2-fight deal. And then he's going to say, yeah, I'm with them for the next 2 fights. So I don't know, but
for
this
these
fight.
2 fights, yes.
Okay, so why do you say it's inaccurate? Like, you think this would have gotten done regardless?
No, I'm just saying it's.
And again, look, he doubles down. He asks him, why do you think it's inaccurate to say that, you've signed with PBC? Do you think it would have gotten done without being signed to PBC?
Right.
And then he immediately says no. So it's like, I'm a little lost to what this information is.
It's inaccurate because it's not like we signed a promotional deal with PBC or Showtime or anything like that. We just doing business together for the time being, and who knows? Hopefully.
Which again, you saying you didn't sign to PBC or Showtime, but your 2 next fights are with PBC and Showtime. The poster only says PBC and Showtime. I'm a little lost as how you're not with PBC. Like, contractually, legally, he's bound to them for the next 2 fights. So I'm lost here as to what this truly means. But let me finish this audio.
In the future, we can continue to do business if everything goes according to plan.
Right.
So there you hear him say that obviously in the future they can continue to do business if everything goes according to plan. And I guess I like it. Berlanga did this. He signed a long-term deal with Top Rank. Then it was time to re-up, and he signed a 2-fight deal with Top Rank. And even though those 2 fights weren't his best in the eyes of the public, after that, he received 4 offers from rival promoters and eventually signed on with Matchroom's Eddie Hearn, or Eddie Hearn's Matchroom. So I guess Crawford's play at only being tied down for 2 fights in some way can be perceived as negotiation power, because you're back at the negotiating table. Whereas if you had a 3-fight, 4-fight, 5-fight deal, you have no negotiating power. You got to do a Ryan. You got to get your lawyer to say that you're mad and go back to the table with DAZN and with Oscar. And I'm only bringing up Ryan's publicly renegotiating his deal. But, yeah, I mean, where would you say Crawford stands in terms of negotiation power? You think it's a good play to stay as a free agent after these 2 fights? Or do you think because everything he wants is over there, he might as well had told him what he want and made those fights available to himself?
Nah, man. Like I said, I think they did what was necessary to get the important fight done. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, there's a lot of options over there with Alvin, with PBC. A lot of intriguing ones, whether it be Boots at 47 at some point, whether it be Jamel for Undisputed at 54 at some point. You know, there's plenty of intriguing options over there. But right now, the important fight, and the most important fight, is Bud and Earl. So I think it was just a matter of getting that done, being able to deliver that to the people, and then, you know, once we're done with this, let's see what the next best option is. You know, I'll be surprised if we don't see a third one, but we gotta let them step in there first, right? Like, this is just, you know, the fan in me. You know, I want to see a trilogy, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think that they'll do business, moving forward, because if they're able to get the biggest one of them all done, you know, what's to stop anything else, right?
For sure. Just again, it was just a bit confusing because everything points to, you know, Crawford being signed to PBC for at least the next, you know, 2 fights. Yo, completely off topic though.
What up, champ? Talk to me.
Shout out to the you know, obviously Yeezy and Adidas getting back down. They starting to re-release shit. Like
that mean he getting paid, right? He gotta be.
I guess
he gotta be getting paid.
I guess
that.
I know because we talking renegotiation power and redoing your contract. Now the sale of every purchase of any Yeezy item. Oh, hell yeah, smoke friendly, if possible, but not deal breaker. We still trying to get y'all venue.
Yo, they funny as hell, man. But you said what though?
I don't know. What was I saying before I got detracted by the venue offering possible smoking venue?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You were saying something totally off topic.
But it was still on negotiation. Yes, Yeezy. So now the sale of every shoe or Yeezy item automatically comes with some sort of donation, bro.
To who?
I forgot, man. But it's definitely, you know, like,
is it
yeah,
one
look
of
it up,
Yeezy's?
look it up, look
Yeah,
it up, look it up, look it up. But that, yeah, they re-releasing everything, man. So shout out, because that shit was so hard to get, man. So now they just like dumped out a whole bunch of products. Big Balls Nino, what up?
Oh, okay. To anti-hate groups. Okay.
Yo, Ness, I ain't even hit on them shits, dog. I was trying to get me a pair today, man.
Oh,
Shit
you ain't getting
crazy.
none of the raffles?
Hell no,
You got
bro. I
some?
ain't even hit, dog.
You know I won the motherfucking slippers. I'm so happy. I've been trying to get them bitches for like 5
I'm trying
years,
to
bro.
tell
Cause I
you, dog.
refuse to pay resale. I'm not doing it. $70,
Yeah.
$75. Yeah, I get them slippers. That's right on par with some Nikes. I'm not paying $400. They be out here trying to rob dudes with the resale market. They'll never get me.
Yeah, in fact, that's crazy. You brought that shit up. We was just talking about that shit earlier. About the Crawford fight, man. I think I mean, really, bro. I think all his only options is over there at Showtime. To be honest, like I don't really know where
You
else he'll
don't think,
go after this.
but you don't think nothing can manifest like Connor's negotiations with Eubank, a win over Eubank. How big is a Connor and Crawford fight? Outside of that,
Big on
who else
there,
they
man.
got?
It's like, in my opinion, I think the only fight for Crawford, if he want to stay at 147, if he beat Earl, everybody gonna want to see the Boots fight. I'm not really worried about Virgil or Stannis. If he stay at 47, I want to see him versus Boots at the Earl. If he go up to 54, I think it's only Charlo. I don't really care about him versus Tim Zoo, man. But that's just me. I ain't saying it just depends on how long you want to stick around. You know what I'm saying? He is up there a bit in age, but if he want to stay around for a couple more years, I mean, shit, he could off a couple more names. But if he only trying to cash out, you feel me, with his last 2, 3, 4 fights, I say shit, knock off Earl. You feel me? Hopefully do it twice. You feel I'm a bet on him twice, but shit, if they go 3 times, hopefully he win that, win 3 out of that, and then fuck with Charlo. But I think Charlo will be gone by then if they fight 3 times. I think he'll be moved on from 54. But
Word.
know what Crawford gonna do, bro? To be honest, like I said, if he could knock Earl off 2 times and you want to stay at 47, fuck with Boots, man. That's what everybody gonna want to see. All right, shit. If he go to 4, fuck with Charlo. But I think that's really all that's left for Crawford, bro. Other than that, I think it's just tracking. I mean, Boots will be backtracking too, but I mean, shit. Them the only names I want to
It
see
can never
after.
be backtracking to take on the #1 contender. That can never be backtracking. We got to put more respect
Yeah,
on
I
that.
mean,
I love that
I
B
wouldn't.
Hop
I
stood
ain't
there
saying
and
it like
defended
that,
his
but
belt.
I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it more like, you feel me? That ain't like his generation. Like that's a young boy, so I really wouldn't be mad if he
But what
passed
about
up on Boots.
this? You said Jamel would have moved on. Moved on in what way? One, lost to Tim Zoo because Crawford could always fight Tim Zoo. If there's a world where possibly if Tim Zoo beats Jamel Charlo, Crawford versus
Yeah,
Tim
that's a big
Zoo
fight. That's a big fight over
is
here in
bigger in
Australia.
Australia because he already beat Jeff Horn. He could be the Australian killer. You feel me?
Yeah, I
So
mean, it just depends on if Tim Zoo throw that monkey wrench in there, like you said. It could very well happen, but shit, I don't think it's gonna happen. But
what
that's all I
about
got on this
all
call.
right, all right.
No, I keep.
No,
No,
that's all
go ahead.
good.
Go ahead.
Danny, what about the fact that
Cut his ass off. What up?
no, he said he was done.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what about I ain't gonna steal this from you. Mantis is saying Ortiz and Stanoni is winner. So if you stay open and somehow Virgil wins, you could go get him. I just feel like, it's better on PBC in the terms of like this. If I was Crawford, I sit down like, look, I beat Earl. I want to beat him twice to make it definitive. Then I want Jamel Charlo since he was cheerleading. If I beat him, which might have to come with a rematch too, so we got to be realistic. Especially, Jamel gonna ask for a rematch. That should be the poll. Will Jamel ask for a rematch if Crawford beats Earl twice?
I think it's necessary, bro. If you think about it, you talking about Jamel giving him a shot. Not saying it wouldn't be Jamel's biggest fight, but Jamel is the undisputed champ, so giving him a shot, I think it'd be great, bro.
Yeah, but Crawford would be the undisputed champ at 47. It would be a super duper fight because I don't know that it's ever been done. Have 2 undisputed champs met?
Yeah, I don't. Off the top, I can't tell you that they have. I cannot tell you that they have off the top. No, it's definitely a great ass fight. I'm just saying, like, let's not. Why not? Why wouldn't that come with a rematch? It's such a big fight. Why wouldn't you have a rematch?
Because
on it?
Tio didn't have a rematch with, one less belt versus Loma. And because Loma didn't have a rematch for undisputed when he lost to Devin. But I know that's one way. That's the opposite way. It's not the champ. I know.
But Loma didn't have a rematch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the opposite way. It's not the champ. Devin did have the rematch clause.
Yeah, but I'm saying in Tio Loma, neither guy had a
Exactly.
rematch. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That one had none. So far I got Will Jamel Charlo asks for a rematch in contract versus Crawford if Bud beats Spence twice. Of course, he should. Not would, should. You know, Eddie likes to say, you know, he's a great promoter for making sure that his champions have a rematch clause. How do we put no? Just simple no, or do we do no? He don't think he'll lose. Nah, what should we just a simple no?
A simple no.
No rematch. No rematch. And third option? Should I put no rematch, winner take all? Right?
No.
Well, actually, it would be just a clause for Jamel, so it won't be winner take all, but I guess it still would be, right? It is still winner take all. No?
Yeah, it's still winner take all,
Yeah.
even though he the champ.
Yeah.
Because the winner would still take all the belts, regardless. If
So
it
only
stays
two
home or
options
not.
so far. Of course, he should. And no rematch, winner take all. Anything else you can think of for this poll? Will Jamal Charlo asks for a rematch in contract versus Crawford if he beats Bud twice?
Think that's all.
All right, two options. I hate two options, but I'll do it. We got more callers here. Looks like Yoko.
Yo.
Okay, hear me? What's up? Shout out Nanny. Shout out Ness. What's happening?
What up?
Yo, all I got two things to say. My nigga, C-Dub, I like when you call in. You a good caller and everything. But nigga, stop disrespecting Africa. I heard that nigga talk about, I think he said Ryan something about get tune-ups, Montana Love, Richardson Hitches. Richardson Hitches not no damn tune-up, nigga. Y'all niggas need to stop playing with Africa like he really a game. Like, he really, I ain't gonna lie, he fight T.O. soon, I got Africa. I think Africa will beat the shit out of T.O. right now. Y'all niggas be playing with Africa. Like, you feel me? You best don't be playing with Africa.
I mean, you heard what I said. I told him that ain't no tune-up.
You feel me? You see what he did to Bowser. If Bowser ain't like that or nothing, but Africa ain't no game, nigga. He coming. He gonna be a champion at 140. My next thing is next. I got a bone to pick with you, my nigga. Nigga, I heard you yesterday talking about, what's that dude at 108? Kyle Lowry or some shit like that?
Yeah. 105, 105.
Yasu, yeah.
105, 105, my bad. Ain't nobody beating Ben, bro. Like, I promise you, not Sonny, not Estrada, not Chocolito, nobody beating Ben, bro. Stop playing with Ben, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, look, he got 3 pounds on him, so it's too soon. But it sounds like he coming. He ain't gonna stop at one division.
Hey, Danny, tell this nigga Ben really like that, bro. Ben really the truth, bro.
I told him, bet. I told him let's bet.
No funny
You
shit.
gotta watch
You
this
can bet
fight.
it.
You gotta watch this fight. He made a champion. Collazo, he made a champion stop throwing punches.
I'm gonna watch that fight. Who we fight? What's the fight? Who we fought?
Never heard of him.
His name is Jerusalem. What was his first name? He's from the Philippines.
He on some.
I'm gonna look it up, yo. I just know ain't nobody fucking with Ben. I'm telling him, Danny, Ben really messed up, bro. Alright, yo, I'm out of here, yo.
Alright. Shout out to my working people. My man had hella background noise. Suleiman, what up?
I figured he was just on vacation in Chicago.
Suleiman, let me just read something here. They said that what Mosley and Duran did is the equivalent of what you're asking Devin or Tank to do by jumping up to 147 and beat the likes of an Earl Spence Jr. Because those men moved up to fight the perceived man in that division. And that's crazy to think that Mosley did that, moving up 2 divisions to take on Oscar and beat him.
He was at 35 when he took that fight?
That's crazy. This is why I was calling for Tank to do Thurman. Now, that wouldn't have been the equivalent of Oscar because Oscar was the man.
Right.
But go ahead, Suleiman.
I mean,
so I just wanted to help Suleiman so that
Thurman,
people understand what he's asking Devin and Tank to do isn't crazy. It just sounds crazy to you because you don't think Devin and Tank have the skill of Mosley, who did do it. What up? Oh shit, he disappeared on me. Suleiman, where you at, yo? Man, Suleiman, you got a request again. Invite to speak.
But to everybody
Maybe
tuned
he
in,
got
make
busy
sure to
at work.
smash the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And don't forget, we will be in Detroit tomorrow.
Mañana.
Tomorrow, we will be in Detroit for the Clarissa Shields and Maricela Cornejo undisputed fight this weekend. So anybody going,
Yes, hello?
there's
Yep.
still stage front packages available
Shout
to
out to
whoever needs
Rel,
them.
who won his. Go ahead, Suleiman.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's what I'm just saying, man. Like everybody's talking about like a 44-year-old Pacquiao. Pacquiao should just hang up the gloves, man, and put a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis because he got the interim IBF. Okay, he might be elevated to, after this fight's over, he might just elevate the guy. They might just vacate. So he might be elevated to IBF. So at this modern day time, this guy, he creates a lot of money on the social media and the pay-per-view. He already cracked the pay-per-view record already by fighting Tank Davis. He got an L, okay, because the kid, he got an L, man. At the end of the day, he got the L, but I don't think it hurt his career that much. He signed a new trainer. Now he's big as hell, man. He's 5'11", bro. He wants to do great things and go, like a in between fight, before those two guys fight. So during the meantime, fight Jerome, man. Go in the ring with Jerome. See what you could do with a real all-time great, like a future
Yeah,
all-time great like Jerome.
Jaron is not Oscar. So you see, it made sense for Mosley
I
to
know,
move
I
up to
agree,
the biggest commercial fight.
Okay, but at the present time, at the present time, right? Those two guys, the belts are unlocked. Those two guys are fighting. So I'm talking about the meantime. I'd rather watch him against Javon than watch him against an old fight like Manny. I mean, that's just a cash money fight, man. I mean, to fight Manny Pacquiao at this time, that's a cash money fight. I will give him more respect if he wanted Javon Boots Ennis and he won a toe, with Jerron and beat him by split or unanimous or vice versa. And I'll give those guys mad respect, man, if they did that because that's what he got to do. They got to crack the welterweight division. The 140, all those dudes are prima donna. I guarantee you right now, if Ryan wants to fight any of those guys, the negotiations will take a long time. They don't want to. They don't want to go in the ring. Like right now, all those guys, all those divisions are saturated with fighters, and they don't want to fight each other. So I'm gonna just go straight to the undisputed championship or fight the second or third top guy, which is Jamal Boots Ennis. That nobody really wants to fight him in that division. Everybody's fronting. He's not ducking nobody. They just don't want to fight him because too much risk, no reward. That's the way they look at it. So
But that's what
let Ryan do that.
But then why would Ryan do it? If you're
Why
saying
would
it
Ryan do it?
yourself.
Because the money. That's a top draw. That's a top. Like right now, if I think he could make at least for and 7 million guarantee, and then on top of that, they'll say, okay, well you're gonna get some of the proceeds out him or give him the proceeds, and he could take 10 million. Yo, 7 million for Javon is hot, bro. Like Javon right now, I'm telling you, and the other social media people
When's the
swearing by
last time
Javon.
Jaron fought?
He fought some dude that was undefeated and knocked him out, bro. And
How
then
long ago?
everybody maybe sometime last year he fought that guy, the guy that was undefeated. He knocked him out, and then he fought the other dude. The guy that was dancing. He had a 12-round fight with that guy that was dancing for the interim IBF though. The one that he got like a female's first name, and he was running around all over the ring.
That's his last fight. Karen.
Yeah, that guy was running. Yeah, so now put him with because the thing is that this guy Ryan's talking big, right? He wants to do big things and fight a big man like that. Forget about these little guys, but he wants to fight little dudes. And then, like, for example, people have the right to be upset with Ryan because he was talking all that bullshit, calling out Tank. Now he goes against Tank, and he gets hit. Okay, fine. The body shot was deadly, bro. It hurts. It's going to spaz you out. But, yo, he should have been. If I was going to fight Tank, I would have been doing 1,000 more countries more than doing my training because I'm fighting the top tier dude, and I called him out. And look what happened, bro. He got hit with a body shot, and he wasn't on his A game, bro, because he was missing mad shots, bro. He was missing mad shots early on. He thought he was gonna smother Tank. That's what it was. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna smother this little dude in the first 2 or 3 rounds." And it didn't happen like that because Tank. That's when he saw that people started seeing that. Oh shit, Tank could really box, bro. Tank's not just a puncher. He's not a pole dancer. He's out there. He could really fight. And with this fight right there, people got more respect for Tank than for Ryan because they saw that Tank could really fight. Tank know how to box. Tanks know how to break dudes down, man. He was breaking them down, and that's what he did. He threw a right hand, he slipped it, and boom, hit him with the body. Now it was a wrap. So yeah, man, I respect you a lot, man, for giving me the opportunity, for saying that a lot of guys did it. Durant did it. Durant just fought one fight at 140 and went up to 147.
Actually, I believe someone just sent me a message saying that Duran skipped 140 because it didn't exist back then. I'm not sure. I'm not a historian. Suleiman, that
Now
is
he
the
fought
bell.
one fight.
That is the bell, champ. That is the bell. But
shout out to Suleiman, always with very intriguing takes and calls.
I mean, it's not that far fetched.
No,
That's
not
why
far-fetched.
Duran is considered a legend, and Mosley is, he is who he is, because they did what they did, bro. We got Cristo. What up?
Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Suleiman is insane. But besides that, bro, Ness, you was getting on me. The chat was getting on me last week when I told y'all that Jamel was not guaranteed for a Terence Crawford fight for the third fight on his deal. He only had a 2-fight deal.
Yeah.
Y'all was calling me crazy. You know what
Well,
I'm
I mean,
saying?
you see
Presence.
why. You see why. Coppinger is reporting still that Jamel is next.
He's a Cappinger, bro. I'm telling you, he be capping to get them ratings up with his little ESPN, little net ratings, because he doesn't get paid any other way. But Jamel's a strong presence. He's a strong personality. He's not going to get thrown into a deal like a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying? He's going to want negotiating power, even though he's not a pay-per-view star. That's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? It happened with the Castaño fight rematch. He was claiming all that shit. You see, it finally got done. But I do think that Bud will move up, but I just don't think he'll get Jamel. I think Jamel will be out the division. I don't think it's smart for him to fight Terence Crawford. Like, is it really going to do that much money, much more than Errol Spence, just because Undisputed was undisputed? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think Al's going to want that fight for him, to be honest with you. I don't know who he could fight at 154. I would like to see him fight the Australian guy. What's his face that just knocked out Tony Harrison?
Tim Zoo.
Yeah, I would like to see him fight him in Australia. That would be a good fight because they got strong fight fans over there. But anything else, I think this rematch and the trilogy, it's going to take too much out of Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. I mean, this is going to be 2-3 wars, bro. Like, he might retire after 3 fights past 2024. To be honest, what more he got to do? If he becomes 2-time undisputed, bro, I'm done. Three $10 million fight pays in a row, bro. I'm out of the sport.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll leave. I don't think he'll leave without fighting Jamel if he beats Earl twice. I mean, did you hear?
I don't think Jamel's gonna want to fight him though, bro.
Why not?
I mean, why wouldn't Jamel take the biggest? Bro, it's the biggest. But it don't matter. It don't matter. It's the biggest fight of your career. If you don't take that fight, what other fight out there is bigger?
Then think about it. Terrence started his career at 35. Like, Jamel should definitely take that fight.
Yes, resume-wise, it will be the best fight on his career, but I just don't believe that he's gonna want that fight. I mean, in that interview, he didn't sound too confident. Like, I think Errol Spence is gonna beat Terence Crawford, so I don't even think this is gonna happen. But I'm just saying, if he does, I don't think it'll be smart for Jamel to take that fight. I just don't. I mean, he just destroyed your stablemate, supposedly, maybe. And he's going to come up. You know he's going to be good for the weight class. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But I just think that's a little too optimistic right now. Jamel should go up to 68, bro. I mean, his brother, did y'all see an interview with Jamal Charlo saying he's still going through problems and he's not trying to fight right now? Did y'all see that?
Nah.
Yeah, I think he should be strict, bro. It's getting ridiculous.
Damn.
They should make, I forget the guy he was supposed to fight, Carlos or whatever his name is, Adam.
Oh yeah.
They should just make him the full champ. It's getting disrespectful, honestly, to the WBC and the belt and boxing. Like, bro, it's been 2 years going on 3. It's disgusting. But yeah, that's my call.
Damn. Call him disgusting.
All right.
Who
I don't know
got?
about Mel not taking a fight, then skipping 60, then going to 60. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like
Who would he do all that for?
that's what he said.
Yeah, but versus who though?
I
At
mean,
68?
The only 2 fights the only fight
Benavidez
is the winner of Benavidez and
And again, Benavidez numbers haven't even come out. So, can we really ask Charlo to move up 2 divisions and fight Benavidez on pay-per-view when Plant, who fought Canelo, those numbers are still secret? I don't know, man. That looks like everybody. We're going to be wrapping it up. Next GTO, Instagram, and
Twitter. Ringwalk Danny, Instagram and Twitter. The Boxing Voice. Just want to remind everybody tomorrow, no morning show, as we will be traveling to Detroit. Hopefully we can get a spontaneous. Hit us up. Anybody who is in Detroit, anybody who is going to the Clarissa Shields, Maricela Cornejo fight. Stagefront VIP package is still available at stagefrontvip.com.
Shout out to Rel from Detroit, but in Albuquerque or back in Detroit, but regardless, he won, and it's always amazing to hear, one of the community members that actually.
And this wasn't even our giveaway.
No, he went to Stagefront and did it.
Yeah.
So salute, man, salute. See
But
you in Detroit.
Yes, sir. Catch us on the next one. Hold on, let's refresh super chats. I don't want to think anybody
leave anyone behind.
Yeah. Let me refresh that.
Afro Thunders?
Did you read any of them that you can recall?
I mean, we only got one. Afro Thunder.
Okay.
$2. Bro, put that hat back on.
Forgot
Why
my
y'all
hat,
hating,
Sam.
man?
Forgot my hat. I need some sun, though.
Why you hating, Afro Thunder? Then he got the nerve to say, y'all missed my super chat. He wanted to make sure we read that.
All
right, y'all. We out.
Appreciate y'all.
Wait. I got a request. Special feature. Louisiana.
Pause. What up?
You're Louisiana.
Special feature.
Special feature. Paulie had that fire. Had it fire, Paulie. Uh-oh. Special feature, you not there, so we up out of here. You're. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next
the
one.
Boxing Voice. Arrivederci.
Peace.